Not, they wouldn't make big enough to plant back them days.
Yeah.
They would now. They
Yeah.
would now. It makes nice beds now, but it wouldn't do it then. You can take that and a horse, and you can make a good garden.
Georgia stock is a single plow.
Georgia stock is single plow, and two of them is a double shell.
Yeah, but the old Georgia stock was made out of wood. It wasn't made out of
Wood
iron.
handles, wood, all of it. I got one.
Yeah.
A Georgia stock and a turning plow.
Right
You
on.
know what that is right there?
Post holders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Use them. They still use them today.
Yeah. Wooden handles.
Wooden handles. They haven't got it.
I got it. I heard you did that.
Yeah, I remember that. Now,
That'd
that's
make
still,
big
I
things.
thought this part was called a Georgia stock. I didn't know.
No,
No,
that's fine.
no. No.
This is not a middle buster. Now, you know
Now
what a
this-
middle buster is?
Now this is called a turn. Look,
Turning
Scott.
plow.
See how the blade is? That's called a turning plow.
You break land with that.
You break the land when it's
That
like
turns it
this.
completely over. You'll just
And
start
it'll
in,
take
that
the
turns
take the
completely
land
over.
and just turn it over.
And then you plow about that wide, and it'll turn it right over in the front. Just turn the land right over.
Over and over and over.
That's right there under. That is called Go Devil.
Huh.
It's got 4 or 5 little plows on it.
Called a what?
Go Devil.
Go devil.
4 or 5 little plows on it. Man, that's a little old garden hole. That's what that is. Yeah, that's a little old garden hole. Little bitty one. Got 4 or 5 little plows on it. That's what it looks like from here. That's called a go down.
Yeah, it's got 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's a go double. It's got one broke off.
And it also got a deal here like a.
That'll turn it more up and down the plows, make it go in the ground deeper or shallow.
Uh-huh.
I just plow shallow. That's a pretty good thing to have. We never did use one of them much, but that was pretty good to have. Heavy, thick plows will go on it. You know what this is over here?
Yeah, it's a harrow.
Half section high. That's just half of it.
You used to take a mule, hook it to that, put you a piece of wood or something stand on it. Board.
You'd use 2 of them.
And sometimes you use a big old rock. And,
That's a half section. You put
and
two
when
of them
you
together.
broke the land up with this, then you take that and go over to pick all the grass and stuff.
Just sowing it in turnip greens, or sowing it in wheat, or sowing it in grass, so you took that and go over it, but otherwise you didn't.
Well, we used to do that too, to pick the grass out of the garden. We used to harrow the grass out of the garden, the old, when we break it up.
You know, they do that to do that. We did that if you're going to make roads and plant
Yeah.
what you call water fur, just plant right on the flat ground, not make beds. I usually might do it.
Yeah.
I did it on my garden. I had a half and put behind that tractor.
Well, Daddy used to have one of them over there in Horatio. You
I
still got
one
it?
with Miss Weaver's. Now I let Bobby and Dana have it to fix their yards.
And this is the old washing machine like grandmother had a ringer on it here.
Yeah.
Wash your clothes and then you stick the clothes through the ringer and then wring all the water out of it.
That must be butane. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's butane.
Christmas, I got a little carpenter set, a little miniature hammer, a little miniature saw, little everything. And what kind of car was that you had, friend?
Buick.
A Buick. And it had wrecked it, right? And they'd torn it.
Well, turned it over.
Okay, and so they'd put a flat bed on the back of it and cut the top out of it and just had the windshield.
Well, I never got it fixed up. The front end of it was bent. Never had got it fixed up.
But he had it sitting out here one day and it was all up store, and I come out here with my little hammer and I was gonna fix Uncle Francis, your Uncle Francis, my brother. I was gonna fix his car. So I took my little hammer and I beat all the glass out of the headlights. So I beat all the glass out of the instrument panel, all the gas gauges. I beat all the glass out of the tail light. He come home for dinner. He seen what happened. The way I remember, you took a rope and whipped me, and I rolled out of that car to get away from him. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Oh, man. I was pretty mad when Hal turned it over now.
You were really mad when I fixed it for you, huh?
That's pretty good running on cars. We turned it over down there, and water hole, and the guy got to swim out. Even after Hal. The girl went down and took up Hal, and she did something.
It's a shame, see this old house sitting here, deteriorating. How old would you say that house is, friend?
It's older than I am by, I'd say 10 years older than I am. It's 85 years old.
That house is 85 years old?
Yeah, it's remodeled, been remodeled everything. There used to be Uncle Edward lived right out there. About where that fence post is there, a big one.
Oh, it's there,
What is this place?
This is Ethel Thomas. She's my cousin. She married our first cousin.
This is where Uncle France lived? This first house?
That's that lawnmower.
This was your first house?
Huh?
This was your first house?
Yeah, when he first got married, they lived here. And Aunt Kate and Uncle Opal Nix also lived in this house.
That door blowed away two before. I went straight through this house here, toward the side out of where James Henrich and his daddy lived in the building right there, toward the side out of that, and hurt one or two of them. And it went over and didn't hurt that house at all. It blowed that house away, just left some walls standing. Blowed the house away right out yonder. Blowed the house away right here, but it didn't hurt the house over yonder. Not all it hit. It come right straight across here. Big oak tree right there. The limb was just balled up just like that with both across. Goes round, round, around the strings and everything else. Right out there was a lot of building material. Right out there. And it stayed out there for about 3 months. We had a chicken coop out there, about 50 chickens in it. And it blowed it out there too. When we took that out, we found 2 old hens under that wood, still alive, been in there 2 months.
2 months?
How they lived, I don't know. They're still alive. They're pretty poor, but they're still walking.
Oh,
in under that lumber. We picked up dead chickens all over the place. I don't know where we can find her. I don't know that boy. Bill Kendrick still lives out there. We used to go from here. One night we had a big tornado. We run out there and got in that farmhouse, me and Bernice. Boy, it was a blower and everything.
What is that?
This is the line, straight line marker right here? No. This is WPA here.
There's one over yonder, something over yonder too, I don't know what. There's one down yonder. There's one between here and the river, down here, that's got marked how many miles it is to Fort Smith, right straight to yonder. But this is...
Next picture that says Cerro Gordo, Arkansas, Oklahoma. See, Cerro Gordo sits in Oklahoma. This is the line road right here. This is Arkansas and Oklahoma line right here. So take a picture of the line road going that way, and then take a picture of the line road going down this way. That's going towards Little River down that road right there. Okay. And then down this road right here, Scott, behind you here. This road, this is where you went to Caney, right? Caney Creek, down this road?
Yeah, that's line road. It goes right straight through Caney, straight on.
Okay, but did you know that our mother got married on the bridge of Caney Creek? In a buggy? In a horse and buggy? Did you know that?
didn't know that.
Yeah, she told me that.
I forgot. She told me.
Her and Daddy got buried down at Caney on the bridge in the horse and buggy on Caney Creek, right down the line road here.
There wasn't much of a road. They said you could just do the road
And
without horsepower.
back in those days, Scotty, Daddy had a cotton gin sitting right over here. And all the farmers bring their cotton from miles around in their horses and wagons, and they gin the cotton over here. And then right here was Uncle Bob Thomas, which was Mother's, which was Daddy's brother-in-law, because he married his only sister, Aunt Emma Thomas, who was a Kirk. They lived in that house right there, and I used to come over here and play. And where was, right here, sitting right here, used to be an old grist mill. People get cornmeal, they bring corn in and they grind up corn. And so the people that grind it would get to keep part of the cornmeal for grinding it for them. And then the front part here, they had a blacksmith shop, Alfred Hooks and
That's way later on. In your days, my days, it wasn't a blacksmith shop. Way back there.
Okay, when I was 4 or 5 years old, and 38, 39, there's a grist mill on this end, blacksmith shop on this end. And Hal Duke, what's his name? Yeah, Duke. What's his daddy's name? John Duke and Alfred Hook, who were related.
Yeah, but that was Frank Tapley first at a grocery store.
Frank Tapley?
First at a grocery store. He lived right there in the house, right down there.
Yeah,
behind that shed.
Yeah.
Old man Frank Tapley's daddy. Old man Tapley. He made his living right there for years ago.
And they would build wagons, they would make plows, they'd do anything. Yeah.
Then Daddy, step up there, the grocery store.
That used to be a grocery store.
He put in groceries there, and I bought it off of him. I traded Grandpa went back to Frank Tapley's, old Frank Tapley's land. He lived up here.
And right down there where that land's cleared, that's where Aunt Emma Thomas's daughter lived. And she had 3 daughters. She had Magdalene Cash, her name was Cash, Aunt Emma Thomas's daughter. And she had 2 twins, Gladine and Pauline Cash. They are all my first cousins. And Gladine and Pauline were my age. They were maybe a year or 2 older than me. But we played together around here. And,
when Hazel and her husband separated, I went to Hugo, Oklahoma, on a Model A truck and got stole them 2 twins. She run off and brought Magdalene with her. And then Uncle Bob took that old truck, ton-and-a-half truck, went up there, and there's a woman keeping them 2 kids in that house. So we drove up there. That's Dana going out this week. So he drove up there and at that house, and that woman who was keeping the 2 kids, she helped get all their clothes ready. We piled them in there just fast we could get them in that truck. Wait that man to come by and catch us, and wouldn't let us leave out. So we got them in there, and I drove that old truck just wide open. We brought them back here, kept them down there for I don't know how many years. Now, I hadn't seen one of them in 40 years. So we drove up here 2 weeks ago to see some of them. Rufus died. Our first cousin died here 2 weeks ago, 3. And Gladine, I believe that's one of them.
Gladine was in Oklahoma City, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that was sitting on the porch. She said, "This deserted town, ain't nobody here." And we drove up to Oklahoma City to here, and the funeral was going to be about 2 o'clock, and that was about around 12 or something like that.
And when Gladine and Pauline and all of them came here, and Hazel Cash left her husband and moved in that house down there.
No, they lived with us.
Oh, they lived with you?
Oh, they never.
They lived with us for a while?
Yeah, he never.
I didn't remember that.
And Hazel and the kids lived with us. Uncle Bob took his cork leg and hung it up down in the barn. He went down and chucked that whole crib of barn. He didn't have no money, no help. He went down and chucked all the corn in there. And his old leg wore out. And he just hung it up, left in the barn. Every time we go in the barn, he'd want to run out. But they lived with us for, I don't know how
Well, you
long.
remember stuff I can't remember. I just remember they lived right there.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And Daddy got A&M. I got her a job. There used to be a post office right here on this corner.
Post office
Right there. And all the mail that came to Cerro Gordo was addressed Cerro Gordo, Oklahoma. There was no Cerro Gordo, Arkansas postal address.
It used to be Arkansas. It used to be in our store out there.
Oh, you had a post office in the store?
In our store.
Well,
But she bought this way.
Well, France, how come to move it over here into Oklahoma then?
Lynn Lunsford built the building and got the posters to get in it. They wanted their own building.
In other words, politics.
Yeah, a little bit of politics, and the woman that was running it was dishonest, and they wanted to get rid of her. She lived in Arkansas, and Hazel lived in Oklahoma, and they could put Hazel. Kate Medford run it out here. And then Miss Liza Harvey run it for a while, but they got Kate out and let Liza Harvey run it, but she didn't want to keep it. And Kate lived right up yonder. And then in politics somewhere, got it over to Oklahoma, and they had to change it to Oklahoma. They didn't realize what they were doing until it was all too late.
But Hazel Cash run that post office for years. She retired out. Huh?
About 20 years.
20 years.
She retired. Then while she was in there, she bought a little block of land right there, where that trailer is. Let's see, a little bit below there, and built a little old house down there. About a 2-room house. They just throwed up one down in Hazel and A&M, and then moved down there in there. And then the house got so small.
You don't see
moved in there.
You don't see no outdoor toilets anymore, do you?
No, they nearly all got.
And Ely Kendricks, the Kendricks boys lived right here, and they still do. The Kendricks still own that, right?
She does. She's still alive.
She's still alive.
She died not long ago.
And France, I can remember right here on this corner, the government come in and built that cannery.
Yeah, a little old cannery there.
It was
community.
It was a little community cannery.
You could leave a cow or something, pick it up here, and they'd all get together and can them. Had big canners and had to fire it up. I rented it after they quit doing that and put hay in it. Had 5-6 cows in there.
Really?
Yeah. When I lived here, I rented it.
I can
Built it full
remember
of
when
hay.
they canned food in
I
there.
give 10 cents a bale, put in that barn and used it for hay.
And every Christmas, France, when it on that big tree there, you used to build a big fire and shoot fireworks on that big tree over there?
No, there's another tree here. But it grows out here somewhere. Most of it. We did that one too. But that seems closer now than it, but the road wasn't that wide. Or something that seemed closer. It just seemed funny.
Everything seems smaller now.
Oh yeah, I don't even look right.
Let's go see your dad's house.
Huh?
Let's go see your dad's store.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll walk up the store.
Okay.
That was all gravel, Scotty. This road wasn't blacktop. France, when did they put blacktop on this road?
Huh?
It was in the 60s before they were blacktopped this
I
way.
don't know. It's been blacktop a long time, but it got bad and they redid it about 3 or 4 years ago and did a good job.
It's 60s or 70s they blacktopped this road.
They put about a 4-inch cap on it, and boy, it really done the job. It's a good road.
Yeah, it's a good road.
Good road, man. That's only been done about 4 years.
Let's walk up.
Redone. Since I've been back. Boy, from here to Hayworth, it is rough. Going up to see yonder. This wall was left when the store blowed away, and it was leaning out like this. And it's pouring down rain. And people come here and try to steal everything we had. And we got under this wall and keep dry. We took a rope, had a rope in the store, but we carried flour first from this store and put it in this house. Sacks of flour, people would help us carry stuff, trying to save everything. We worked from about 11 o'clock that night, and then we stayed up under this. I went in there and got armed.
When the storm hit, you were in the store, right?
Sure.
And you got underneath the counter?
Yeah. And I went in there and got an armload of shotgun shells. And I started out to take them over here in this house. And the rolled oatmeal was in the shells up there, and it fell down in the floor and got scattered. I started out of there, and one foot went this way and one went this way. And I busted myself in the stride here, and I had to go home and go to bed for about 2 hours, and I come back up here and sat with them. And I tell you, that'll kill me.
Huh?
Well, I had it all I could carry it in the foot. It zipped just down your wind.
I'll be there.
James got under. Dad run here to this door. He said, "Get out of here." We run to the door and said, "No, don't get out." And he said, "Well, get under this counter." So we just turned and got right over there under the counter. Right here was a big counter. Right down through there, it had legs, that square. It had 4-inch square legs on it. We got in under that. There wasn't no partition there then. The stove was back there about where that partition is.
Store was twice this.
Old flue fell clear through the floor. And James Lamb was on this side, and he wouldn't get under there. He wasn't going to. And when that thing blowed and the light went out, the light was burning right over her head. Well, it had to burn us to death. And it knocked the lamp out, and James hollered, "Get over." And one hit him across the back like I broke his back. And he hollered, "Get over it." So he crawled in under there. And by that time it was over with. It was pouring down rain. We parted that lumber and got out under it and crawled out over it under the house. The people just screaming out here and over there to the house.
I can remember there used to be posts in the middle of the floor to hold the roof up.
I don't remember that.
I do, because y'all took me by my suspenders and put me on a nail, hung me on 'em. You don't remember them posts in the middle of the floor?
I never heard it. None of them close to this time.
Ah, come on, friend.
Unless it was just in there temporarily while they built it or something. No, it never was no post in here.
I can remember when these were metal,
Yeah,
but I can hear Harold talking about when they were wood. They were square wood. And Uncle John come up with his fist and knocked one of these out from under the roof. Huh?
That was 15 years after I married or more. They began to rust. When I left the store after a year after I married, they began to rust at the bottom. Somebody said, "That's the reason you don't put pipe in concrete. It'll rust out and you hadn't got no place to put another one." And I come back by here about 30 years later and they had
Wood.
wood post in here.
And right here was a gas pump. One of them old,
They're digging a hole here.
right here was a gas pump. There's one of them old hand pumps. You pump the gas up in this tank, and then gravity would, you take the,
1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah,
12 gallons.
you pump every how many gallons you want to buy up there in that reservoir, and then the gravity, you put it into your car with your gas hose.
We got a gas company brought two colored guys up here and dig a hole right here.
Yeah.
They put this gas tank in here, and while they were digging the hole, they got it about this deep. They wasn't through with it, and it still had to go about 4 more feet. And we had an old skeleton from a little girl, about 12, 14 years old. In
Skull.
the store.
Skull, right?
Yeah, the skeleton. So they got over there and ladder, or Harold or somebody did, and crawled across the roof here. They were down there working, they dropped that skeleton in there and they backed up, you know. And niggers looked down and looked at that skeleton, looked around and seen nobody. They come out of there. But they were just about to that church house down there when that gas man started up there. He come on and stopped him. What's the matter? He said, "We won't go back. We won't go back up there. The skeleton fell from heaven." Right down there on it. Said, skull. Somebody's skull fell. So they finally talked to him, and told him what happened. They come back up here and finished it. I loaned that skeleton to a girl, took it to Hayworth in a play, and they took it away from me. I never seen it.
You know, friends, when I was a little bitty boy, I loved to smell gasoline. And I'd come out here and raise that cap and sniff that gasoline just for 5 to 10 minutes. And that had lead in it. It was poisonous. I've read where, you know, that's very unhealthy. And I used to come out here and sniff that stuff. I just love the smell of gasoline.
We had one right there, a fence right there one time. And somebody was sitting around here and stuck a match and lit a cigarette and caught it on fire. And the fumes was blowing. All you had to do was get something covered up.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what these things are. See, when that gasoline expands, it fumes come off of it, you gotta let it come out, and then if you don't, you could
See, they put the
rupture
vents
your
up
gas
here now, where
tank.
that won't help.
Huh?
They put the vents up here now, where that
Yeah.
won't help.
Yeah, they make them up high now.
Yeah, that's pretty places up right down in that tent.
I imagine that's the same old storage building as behind the store, isn't it?
No.
Huh?
Oh, you mean in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the same one.
You used to put cow feed and stuff like that.
But that's the same one.
Yeah. But they made them a place to live in the back part of the store, huh? This used to have a porch out on the back of it, right?
It had a little porch where that steps. I that's why you drive your truck in there and load this way or load that way.
Yeah.
That was higher than what it is.
Uh-huh.
That was really level with the store. We had a walkway across here for a little
I
while.
remember back in the old days when we lived over here, Scotty, they'd take one of them old-timey telephones. You had to crank it and take those magnets and that crank out of that old telephone and it'd shock you. And they would take a pan of water and they'd put quarters, half a dollar, dimes in there, and then they'd take them two wires off that old telephone and they'd wire it to that wash pan, and they'd tell you, say, you want that quarter, get it. You just reach your hand there to get that quarter and they'd crank that thing and that electricity just shocked the fool out of it. And I was about 4 or 5 years old and Daddy's gone somewhere. I come up here to the store and they pulled that on me and I started crying and bawling. I wouldn't hush. They couldn't get me to hush no matter. They threatened me, gonna whip me and everything else. I wouldn't quit crying. So they knew that Daddy come back up here and found out what happened. They was gonna get in trouble. So they took me and they put me in the candy showcase. And I'm in there and I'm just filling all my pockets full of candy. I quit crying. That's the only way they get me to quit crying. Was that you, France? Was you in on that? When you cranked that thing and got me to crying, I wouldn't quit crying. They put me in the candy showcase to get me to quit crying before Daddy come back. Was you in on that?
No, I don't know. I remember cranking it and shocking it and all that. I don't remember the candy cane. We used to have chickens up here. Had about 50 cents of chicken there when that time. Daddy's chicken.
Well, that old wood right there, look at that old building. That is old. Now you take some of that old wood there and make some picture frames out of it.
It looked like it had this wire for electricity.
Yeah.
Somebody's chicken leg.
Oh, I'd like to see what's inside there. Ain't it?
Termites, look at that.
Yeah.
Comes from the ground all the way up on the outside. They don't usually do that on the outside. They get in the shade. Stay in the shade. I know, remember that?
Yeah, they is.
I would think it was. Nothing.
Oh, looky there. I wonder if we could get that.
What, that corner?
Yeah.